Hey, what's up, guys? So I just want to try to make this video hopefully really quick, just about how I did make this spreadsheet in here. Again, it'll probably be obsolete once we all get on board with the quant analyzer, but you know, and learning this might not be any easier than learning the quant analyzer, but I figured I'd just show it real quick in case you guys want to kind of like copy paste it for something real quick or whatever it might have use for. Um, so these tabs at the bottom is just the reports copied into each tab. So those are all just the reports um, of each strategy and bot. So what I did was, what I'll do right now is, or sorry, so what I did is I make this sheet. The sheet is made um, from the other one. So what I'll do is I'll just add a new tab down here and we'll call it the example and I'm gonna move it over there. um, and go from there. So first thing I'm going to do is come to Monday, or whichever day you want, go down to the deals uh, part of this thing, and I'm just going to copy paste that section over here, and I'll do Tuesday, and I'll just get these 2 days in there just for sake of the this video example. Copy and paste. Then I'm going to take this row here that says balance and I'm just going to delete that. And there's rows in here that I don't need. Okay. Um, and so uh, I'm going to take this balance row and I'm going to delete that. But essentially, the rows that I need are like in this sheet that I keep referencing, the ones that have a value here and that total there. So as you can see, you got a zero, a value, a zero, a value, a zero, a value. So I found the easiest way to do this, which isn't super efficient, but zero, one, zero, one. Okay, so we've got them zero, one, zero, one, zero, one. I'm going to copy paste that. You guys might have an easier way to do this or a different preferred way. That's fine. This is what I found kind of works easiest for me. I click on our row and I go to sort and filter, click on filter, and I just want to see the rows with zeros. So I'm going to click that. This just brings up all my zero rows. I'm going to click over here, highlight all these, right click, delete row. And so now I'm just left with all my ones. Okay. Um, and then I'm going to come up here and delete that. So that's that. The other thing that I do is if you click here under the equity tab, um, and the drawdown tab, you'll see that there's formulas in these. Okay. Um, this tab, you'll see there's a formula in there. Okay. And like I said, I'm no wizard with this stuff, so I need this set up exactly how it is so that I can just copy paste those formulas. So what I actually do is make sure that I have, I start in the third row down, um, and finish in this L column here. So I'm gonna get my stuff like that. Okay, so I don't need this stuff in these M&N columns. So we're gonna delete that. And now what I need to do is I need this to be in the right timeline order, um, so that I can actually see the drawdown based off time. Because honestly, if I have a strategy with 6% drawdown, that might be fine so long as all strategies combined don't reach 6% at the same time, or or cumulatively all strategies combined don't ever reach 6%, right? So I come down here, sort, I'm going to sort A to Z. It's going to say expand the selection. Yes, expand the selection so it sorts everything in each row and so that each row stays together. Sort. Now just rearranged everything so that it's in timeline order. So um, as you can see, the dates go up, the times go up, and it rearranged this NVIDIA, Tesla, NVIDIA, Tesla, Tesla. So because Tuesday is a Tesla 10 EMA, Monday was NVIDIA Orb. So you can see how it kind of mixed everything together to put it in the right timeline. Now I'm just going to come over here, copy my N category, and I'm going to come over here and I'm going to paste an N, copy my drawdown category. I'm going to paste an O. We should have one equity 50K. That didn't do that. Try that a little differently. Some of these cells are merged and centered. I don't want them to be. Try that again. Should be good enough. Helps if I copy it. Now we're talking. So now I'm just going to come back over here. Cool. Um, so one thing I did, this green thing just like copied over. Um, but what I'll do is I'll look and I'll see um when would I get funded, you know? And so right there, 55K. Um, so I give myself like a little green highlight to be like, oh, I would have gotten funded there. Um, and then the other thing I do, which you can see um, over here, how this is highlighted red, is I'll set a rule. I'm gonna see if I can remember how to do that. Um, I'll kind of come over here, set a role. I think it's conditional formatting, highlight cells rules greater than, and I'm gonna put if it's shit, I should have put less than. Show format, highlight cells rules less than. I'm just gonna put -3%. Well, that highlights everything. Okay, it's because I had two negative symbols. Um, and so this is just going to highlight like, hey, does my drawdown ever go over 3%? And if so, where? And in this instance, you'll see the drawdown does never go over 3%. Um, so this 0.07 is based off this number, this 0.082 is based off that, this is based off that, um, so on and so forth. Um, so as you can see there, that's that. But if we change this, just so for example's sake, I want to see anything less than, sorry, we have to highlight these. I want to see if my drawdown goes any lower than 1%. We'll just do -1. Yeah, it's because I left out the percent symbol. Um, so there you go. So you'll see it highlights anything greater than 1%. So that kind of stands out to me. Okay. Um, there's no formulas or nothing in there. This is me plugging in all that information. So I got the max drawdown and the net profit just by coming all the way to the bottom. Net profit, uh, 24,137. And then max drawdown, I just look for my highest highlighted red column. So this, I would mainly put everything in. Someone in the mentorship group that me and Jesse were both in had a chart like this, and it looked cool. It was easy on the eyes and a nice reference. So, um, these charts are actually just copy and come over here and paste. And then what you want to do is take this column, right click, and this is where you can mess with all this stuff. But I actually need to, let's see, because what we need is this data, and then you click select data. So right click on the big part, and then click select data, and then select our, damn, it's on the wrong thing. So let's try it in here. So I'm going to highlight my equity column, uh, right click, select data, come over here and select your equity column and hit OK. And then you see how this curve changes because now it's reflecting this column. Make sure I don't miss anything up. And so now what you can do is you're like, man, that's a cool line, but I can't see it super well. You can right click on this um, and hit select. No. format axis, and I can change these numbers. So, as you can tell, this thing went from 50K to 60. So I could say, well, I want my minimum to be 48K, and I want my maximum to be 62.5. Uh, and so now you've got a little bit more of a graph here that you can see. Um, so that's that for that. And then the drawdown graph, same thing. You're just gonna right click, copy the graph, come over here, paste it over here, right click on the center part, select the drawdown column, right click on this part if you want to change any of those numbers. Um, these graphs, so if you just add them from scratch, you could click there, come up here to, I thought there was an insert. Ah, there it is, insert. Um, and you can insert a graph, chart. Okay, so it kind of previews each one as they pop up, sort of thing. Might have been this one. Yep. So you can select any graph you like from these. So, and then once you select the graph, it's just plug and play. You're going to right click, select your data, highlight the data you want, and then if you want to change this, right click, format axis, sorry, and then add the ranges that you want to make your graph actually visible and make sense. So um, anyway, I hope this wasn't too long of a video, and hopefully it uh, explains how to do that if you want to do that. Like I said, it might be quicker to just go learn the quant analyzer um, and roll with that. But if you want to do it this way, that's how I've done it, and easy peasy. So thanks.